You are about to watch a learning video. Did you know that when we have to learn something new, especially on a digital device like a smartphone, it can actually make us instantly nervous? As you're watching the learning video, try to be aware of some of the emotions that you may experience.
Do you sometimes have difficulty switching between apps on your phone? Does what you're viewing on your screen sometimes disappear or become lost? Or do you sometimes find it difficult to close apps when you need to? Your smartphone has easy solutions to all of these problems. Let's take a look. If you have an Android phone, you have 3 navigation buttons at the bottom of your home screen that will help you find your way around your phone. Let's take a closer look at these navigation buttons. Android phones typically have a View Open Apps button, which allows you to see which apps are currently open and running on your phone. You'll also see a Home button. Tapping the Home button will return you to the home screen of your phone. The third button is the Back button. Tapping on the Back button will take you to the screen you were previously viewing. Depending on the type of phone you have, your navigation buttons may look slightly different. If the navigation buttons are missing, try swiping up from the very bottom of your screen and they should reappear. Now let's take a closer look at the View Open Apps button. When you tap the View Open Apps button, it will open up a small version of all the apps that are currently in use on your phone. By swiping to the left and right, you can see which apps are currently open. This will include most of the apps that you've been recently using on your phone. As you scroll left and right through these apps, if you see the app that you want to use, tap on it to open it up. If you'd like to close apps that you're not currently using, tap on the View All Apps button again, swipe left and right through your apps to find the app you want to close. When you find that app, swipe up on it by placing your finger on the app and quickly brushing it upwards on the screen. It's not necessary to close apps when you're finished using them. However, if you're having problems with a specific app, closing it and reopening it can help solve that problem. Since many Android phones are created differently, your phone may look more like this example, where you can swipe through the apps up and down rather than left and right. And to close the apps, you tap on the small X in the top right corner of each app. On an iPhone, switching through and closing apps will be different depending on which type of iPhone you have. Older models of iPhones have a small circular button called the Home button. Newer models of iPhone do not have a home button and instead just use screen gestures. Screen gestures are the way that we use our hands to interact with the screen, such as tapping and swiping. Let's first look at an example of an iPhone with a home button. You can double press the home button to view all open apps on your phone. Scroll left and right through your apps to see which apps are open, and tap on one if you want to use it. To close an app, you can double press the home button, find the app you want to close, and swipe up on that app. Pressing the home button again once will return you to your home screen. On an iPhone without a home button, swipe up from the very bottom of the screen and hold your finger for a moment in the center of the screen until you see apps appear. Swipe left to view your open apps and tap on an app if you want to use it. To close an app, swipe up from the bottom of your screen again until you see all your open apps, then swipe up on the individual app to close it. To return to your home screen from here, close all open apps or tap on the screen outside of an app.
Congratulations! You've made it to the end of the learning video. Take a moment to pause here to reflect on how you're feeling. If you're feeling nervous, uncertain, or worried, you might be surprised to learn that these feelings are normal. Learning something new can make us feel nervous. When you're feeling nervous, it can actually be harder to learn and to problem solve. To help you feel less nervous, try sitting on a chair with both feet on the ground. As you're sitting, try taking a few deep breaths in and out. As you are breathing, try to pay attention to your breath entering and leaving your body. You can do this for as much time as needed for you to feel less nervous. When you're feeling less nervous, you can try to watch the video again, move on to a learning activity, or look at a tip sheet for helpful hints about smartphone skills.